Hi everyone. Just trying to get this adjusted right. There we go. That looks better. Okay, let's see here. Maybe that? I don't know. Okay, so this is a painty paper that I made a while ago, and I just wanted to a while ago I was just into swirls. I was into swirls everywhere. Every time I sat down to do some art, I had to do some swirls. So some of it was pretty awful, and some of it I kind of liked it. This one is one I kind of liked, and I don't know if I can use a painty paper, if that's an actual technique for a background, or if, you know, I'm just going to try this one, I think. And what I need to do, first of all, is trace it. I just want to trace it. So when you make your painty papers, just go all out. Don't hold back. Let them dry. And then see what you think of them. I liked this one from the start. So I'm just going to cut this out. Oh, I forgot to say welcome to iCAD 2019. And I hope you join me. I love it. I love doing these iCADs. I love the size of index cards because they are tiny art, but on the other hand, they're a little bit bigger than artist trading cards, also known as ATCs. And so there's what it looks like when I cut it out just now. And I am loving how that turned out. I'm just loving it. So obviously it's not done, and I'm going to want to do more to it. But right now, for now, I'm just going to set it aside. By the way, this is made of wallpaper. I was given a bunch of wallpaper, and so I just did art on the back of wallpaper forever. And what I loved were these swirls. So I'm just going to set that aside for now. And what the technique that I want to share with you today, I just want to take one more look, make sure I'm in the middle. I don't know, let's see here. Maybe I'll just start with this darker blue. This is probably the blue that I used on the alcohol technique. And I like to start out with a damp brush, but not a drippy, watery brush, unless I'm doing something that requires that. So I'm just going to paint this card, and I'm just going to go kind of all over. I think I'll combine colors. That's what I intended to do, but my mind is going all different directions, and So there we go. I like that. It looks shaded and blended, even though, you know, all I did was I put one color on one side and one color on the other, and then I just did this hashtag type painting stroke, which I learned on the Art Sherpa. If you don't know about the Art Sherpa, go there and she gives beginner lessons all the time. Subscribe to her and you're going to learn a lot of good stuff just by watching her videos. And she does, well, she used to do lives. I haven't watched her in a while because I've been doing these other things. So then I'm just going to use some Epsom salts. Now, I didn't look this up. I've been looking these up to make sure I get them right. But I just wanted to do this really quick. This is Epsom salt. And you put it in a bathtub and you soak in it. I guess according to that you can also take it. I don't know. So I have a second sense about this that I should add water. So I'm just gonna add a spritz or two of water. And I'm just gonna add some salts to it. You can use regular salts. Some people love sea salt that you buy for aquariums. And it's very cool because what happens is the salt soaks up the paint and the liquid underneath it. As it dries. So this is a lot of these techniques that I'm sharing. You probably noticed there's drying time that you need to allow. So I'm just gonna put this over here to the side to dry. And then in a little bit I'll bring it back and you'll be able to see what it looks like. See if anything has happened. If nothing has happened, it's not the fault of the technique, it's me. It's user error. I just keep a little bag down here to the side of me. And then the next one is a plastic wrap technique. I'm just going to use a regular baggie. Let's see, where did I put it? You know, like one that you get at the grocery store. And I'm going to cut a piece out of it. A little bit bigger than the index card. you know, so you can lay it down. Okay. I need to get rid of this salt for now. I hope you all are playing with me in iCAD 2019 and having a lot of fun, because it is a lot of fun. So I'm just going to do this again. Boy, I'm so excited today. I just, most of you know that I support an orphanage in Uganda, Africa, and it's so exciting to see the growth of this orphanage. And every single child that lives in the Omega House, they're called the Omega Care Foundation. They were all sponsored for school, every one of them. And I can't tell you how huge that is. Now just squish this up. You're going to want to put it down and squish it up. Make sure it's all wrinkly and texturized. Can you see that? I seem to like to add water. So I'm just going to try that again. I'd like to get a little more texture. So anyway, these little kids get so much, they get so excited for school. Can you see that? Is that better? Yeah, that's pretty good. Just going to try one more time. I think over here we can do this. Yep. So what you're going for is the, oops. Is the pattern that the paper makes. I don't mean paper, I mean plastic. How that makes a pattern on there. So that's the plastic wrap. And I'm gonna, real quick, I'm just gonna dry that for a minute. And so I just kind of bend it backwards here to get it to go even. And then I'm gonna wanna, I just really, I need to improve my speaking skills here. want to make sure this is Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen, and it is in black, and I like how it smudges. I have my Stabilo All here, but as you can tell, I need to get a pencil sharpener. I have some, but the more I clean and sort and try to organize, the worse it gets. I'm not kidding. I can't find things. So I'm just going to have to make sure I get a sharpener for my Stabilo All, because really I can't really smudge things up without it. This works pretty good, so that's why I've liked having this pen around too. Sometimes if I can't find my Stabilo All, I'll use this like this, and you can see it does a pretty good job. And on my cowboy background, one of the things that I did off camera, I don't know if I can find it right now, was I did a kind of like a low light, a shadow around the cowboy too, and around the word. So I also have, one of the things I have that I love to use are Inktense pencils. And if you don't want to spit and smudge, which I have a tendency to just spit and smudge, here is a kitty. She is so cute. She's just itty bitty. Hi, baby. She can't see me. Oh. They may be feral, these little kitties that run around here. They are cute. There's some mean ones. Big, old, mean ones. So I think that if I call the people that come out and do the, trap and fix, I don't know what they're called really. So that smudges that out a bit more with this water. It's a water brush pen. And the Inktense pencils are water soluble, so you color with them, and then you can use a water brush pen. This is by Derwent, and Derwent is the company that puts out Inktense. I get nothing from them for telling you about them. I just like them. There's one called Bark that looks very cool. So, plastic wrap technique. Back to this. I think it's a dryer now. One thing I really love are Sharpies. This is a fine tip Sharpie. Plastic wrap. And on this, I can put a focal image, and I will do that. But right now, I want to check on this salt technique, and I don't think it worked. I don't know. I wonder if salt crystals would have worked better. And I like it a lot better when I try it beforehand, but I've done this before, so I didn't know that there would be a different effect. So I'm just gonna put that aside again, and I'm going to move over to some little images after I throw this away. Let me check on the time. Dumped it on the floor. It's time to sweep anyway. Okay, so these are the cutest little images, and someone sent me these, I think, in Happy Mail. This is the kind of thing that I adore in Happy Mail. People have all kinds of different stamps, and I love these different stamps, but I can't afford to buy them all. So I just want to say that if you have a lot of different stamps, that's a great way to send out your Happy Mail. Let me grab some pencils real quick. Let me see. 22. I don't have long. Sorry for that. So I just bought the basic set. When I first bought it, this one is so cute. I feel less prepared today. Probably because I'm less prepared today. And now it's at 23. So I'm just going to color this cute little hen. This is what you do. Now, if you want to see someone that really does beautiful coloring, I've said before, Bunny Designs. Her name is Heather, but she raises bunnies and fosters kitties and dogs, and she's just a great gal to do things like that. Let me see. How about a little red thingy on top of her head, and maybe a little right here on her feet. A little bit of this color. This is Willow. Don't they have such cool names? And then when you're ready, then you just go over the ink tints and make sure that it's completely dissolved. It dissolves and turns into kind of like a watercolor. And you don't have to have this kind of water brush. You can just use a regular paintbrush and dip it in water. It just needs wet to dissolve the Isn't she cute? And you can also take it right from they do have Inktense blocks. You can also take it right from here. If you only need this tiny bit. I mean, those will last forever. Let's see. 26. I'm just gonna go around here loosely. I can fussy cut this later. Maybe. Fussy cutting is not always my favorite thing to do. I have to have quite a bit of patience. So on the plastic wrap technique, then I would love to use I don't know what to call that, coloring an image technique? Is that a technique? I don't think so. I don't think that's a real technique. And then these little stamps have phrases that go with them, and this one says, "You're a good egg." I used to give a good egg award in my kindergarten. And a very long time ago, people used to wear, some people probably still do, pantyhose. And there was a company that had pantyhose in plastic eggs. And you opened the egg and took out the pantyhose. Well, I loved them. I loved them a lot. I'm looking for my distress ink, and I think I might use black because I can't find the brown. Oh, there's the brown. And so after the contents of the eggs was gone, then I would fill them with goodies, fun things, encouraging notes that could be read to the kindergartners. And this little bird is looking back and saying, "You're a good egg." So that's kind of like an encouraging saying. All right, there you go. So what we worked on today, we worked a little bit more on the cowboy. I did a dry run on the salt. I consider that a fail. So I'm just gonna glue this down for now. You may remember the other day when I couldn't get this open. If you can't get it open, open a small paper clip. That's the deal. So you're a good egg. You don't have to wipe this off, but I like to, because it does change the looks of the cards. So let me see where I am right now. Oh, time to go. Love you all. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later.